Hello everybody, it's Charlie again. I'm currently playing Tekken 7, and I've decided to come back to probably my favorite fighting game of all time, because I have a long history with these games, and I was watching, I guess, a fight between DK Joe, I think it's called, DK Yo, and a guy named Bradley Scott, who has a YouTube channel that I've seen before, and he's a ex-UFC fighter. I just have a couple of opinions about that, since I didn't know who DK was, and I had seen, I think, footage of him doing some kind of body mechanics, because he trains in military in Korea or something like that. So yeah, I just decided to do a deep dive and find out some information on them. So yeah, I did go ahead and create him in the game. I created DK, and I might be going to the endless battle mode that they have here, so while I talk about the fight. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. Oh shit, DK. Well, he does Jeet Kune Do, that's why I picked Marshall, and I try to create him in the game. His haircut is similar to that, and he usually wears black and red, so. Alright, so the reason why I'm here doing this video is because I saw the fight, and I was surprised at a couple of things. For one, Bradley is an ex-UFC fighter, which means he's well-versed in striking, right? In actual striking and hitting people. And I know it was a boxing match. Shit, I'm getting my ass kicked. Shit, I got my ass kicked. That dude is not even human, guys. But yeah, Bradley is an ex-UFC fighter, so he should be better at boxing than DK. Why? Because I found out that DK has no experience in real fighting, right? He's basically he's just been an instructor, right? He has good theories on fighting and good speed and strength. So what he was trying to do is test his fighting ability. Now there's a few things you guys should know about DK that I didn't know. One, DK is 5'7". Two, DK is 176 pounds. Three, DK is 42 years old, so he's past his prime. Which are things that I didn't know, because he looks young for his age. But then I saw Bradley Scott, and I'm like, how old is Bradley Scott? Bradley Scott looks older than DK. But as it turns out, Bradley, it's 10 years younger than DK. So I was like, oh no. So right there in age is not even a fair fight, right? Then I look up Bradley's height. He's 6'1". So he's a lot bigger than DK. So I'm like, okay. Then I look for his weight, 231 pounds. So I'm like, oh, this fight was never fair to begin with. I hate to say it, I'm not a fan of either of these guys, but if you're gonna do a fight, especially a boxing match, where you cut down most of the skill of the fighter, because DK's skill is also kicking and throwing, So I'm like, and they see Bradley was like, I would have finished him even quicker if it was an MMA bout. I'm like, yeah, no shit. But that kind of an advantage over somebody. I'm like, and then I see a bunch of people talking bad about DK. I'm like, guys, he didn't get knocked out. So he proves, first of all, that he can fight. That he's good enough to stand toe-to-toe with a guy that's a lot bigger and heavier than him. And on top of it, a lot younger than him. 10 years. So yeah, I know you guys aren't gonna like what I'm saying, but I honestly don't care. That's the truth. And it wasn't even, it just wasn't a fair bout. And then they're complaining about giving him bigger gloves. I'm like, yeah, no shit, dude, you're fucking massive compared to this guy. On top of the fact, this guy has no actual fighting experience in real life. He's never been a pro fighter like Brad. Ooh, 31,700 points. But yeah, in my opinion, DK did his country and himself proud, because everybody was assuming that he was going to get knocked out, and it didn't happen. And Bradley should have had enough to knock him out, just because of all those advantages. So yeah, let's go ahead and review that one more time for you guys. DK is 42. Bradley Scott is 32. 10 years younger than DK. So that's already an advantage. Second advantage, height difference. 5'7" versus Bradley Scott, 6'1". Weight difference. DK is 176 pounds. Bradley is 231 pounds. That's almost a 50-pound weight difference. Okay, guys. Bradley Scott is a professional or ex-professional MMA fighter, so he has experience in actual fights. DK does not. Explain to me how DK lost. In my opinion, he didn't lose anything. If anything, you should be proud. You know? So, yeah, I hate to tell you guys, but it was too much of an unfair advantage for Bradley. Ooh, I whooped that guy's ass, but yeah. And I don't know DK that well. I don't know Bradley that well, except for Bradley's YouTube channel that they watch martial arts films, which I love their channel. And I was like, this guy looks familiar. This is the same guy from... And I found that it's the same guy from that channel. So, you know, I love their channel. So if anything, I would be biased with Bradley, right? And I love the UFC. But no, not after seeing the stats. I'm sorry, guys. I'm giving DK a lot of props because he deserves it. So whoever watches this video, if you guys got any opinions, I don't see where you would have an argument with me. But because it's pretty straightforward, like that just an unfair advantage in the fight. Other than that, DK as a fighter, yeah, he did a lot of things wrong, obviously. You know, I've practiced boxing before. I practiced, you know, Muay Thai before. He did a lot of things wrong, but what he did do right is he's a natural at, you know, reflexes and movement, because he managed to avoid a lot of punches. A lot of things didn't land flush. So that shows that DK has excellent defensive skills. You know, a lot of people say that he cheated. I'm like, look, if I was DK, I would have used any advantage possible to not get knocked out from a guy that's that much bigger than me. So for those of you talking shit, yeah, that's that kind of size advantage. In the UFC, Dana White would never permit a fight like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it shows you that it's a lot of bullshit. As far as DK being legit, I mean, I don't know. I think he proved it by fighting a guy a lot bigger than him and a lot younger than him. He didn't even fight somebody his age. He could have made it fair by fighting a guy in his 40s. So yeah, I got nothing but respect for DK after that. Despite all the shit that people are gonna talk, because he's, you know, part of the shit that they talk is because he's not from here. You know, he's a foreigner, and worst of all, he's Korean. So a lot of people, because of the conflicts they have over there. But you guys need to put that to the side and realize that 10 years difference in age, almost 50 pounds heavier than DK, and a lot taller. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Ooh, finish it off with a KO. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I do hope you guys enjoy my little discussion. It's a little controversial, but I don't think it is, because the stats are there, the information is there. And yeah, like I said, I don't have anything against either guys. I like Bradley's channel. DK, I saw maybe bits and pieces of some guy doing something that I didn't understand. Body mechanics, I guess. But yeah, guys, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. And like I always say, good game.